Man, I tell you, I really love Sturgis. It's so awesome. It's the greatest thing in the world, man. It's so cool. Everybody's out there, motorcycles all over. It's just great. Are you serious? Like, seriously, Sturgis sucks. I hate the rally. It sucks. There's people all over the place and bikes all over the place, and everybody drives like a moron, and prices get jacked, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, stupid. Like, what the hell? Sturgis sucks. That's where you're wrong, man. Sturgis, you don't get it, man. Sturgis is all about the ride, man. It's all about just being there, being in the moment, just living, man. Like McConaughey said in that movie, LIVIN, living. Dude, you are completely off your damn rocker. You need to shut the up. Well, hello there. Welcome back. I'm Clutch with the Sodak Motorcycle Blog. Welcome back for another video. So I'm recording this right after I did my comments and beer video, so I still have the beer from comments and beer. So I figured, why not? I'm on a roll. Let's just pop out another video and get it knocked out. So today, if you already figured it out from the opening, we're going to talk about the things I love and hate about the Sturgis Rally, because there's things I love about the rally. There's things I hate about the rally. We're kind of probably going to start making this thing where I do 5 things I love and 5 things I hate about something. I don't know. We'll see how the videos go. Maybe they'll be good. Maybe they'll suck. Maybe you'll hate them. I'd say if you don't like them, after this one, you see another love and hate video out, just don't watch it, and I'll probably stop making them. But anyways, we're Sodak Motorcycle Blog. We make weekly motorcycle vlogs talking about Black Hills and Sturgis, of course, and also Honda Goldwings, because I have a Goldwing, and obviously riding in the best area in the world to ride a motorcycle, the Black Hills of South Dakota. So let's get this show on the road. So as is customary in all my love and hate videos, I'm going to start with hate, because I always want to go out on a good note. So we're going to go straight into the hate right away and get that negativity out of the way, as them positive things say, just get rid of the negativity, man. Just let it all out. So we're just going to let it all out. So things I hate about the rally. Number 1 for me is the traffic. Traffic is ridiculous. Now, if you've been here from, somewhere that's used to traffic, and I always tell people, people are like, how can people like the riding here during rally? It's like, well, if they're used to, let's say, Southern California, Chicago, any big city in this country, because let's be honest, every big city in this country has a traffic issue. If you're used to something like that all the time, you come out here and Sturgis Rally traffic really doesn't bother you, because it's just more traffic. It's traffic with beautiful scenery and you're on your motorcycle. So I can understand it. But when you're from here and you live here and you're used to, I-90, barely having any traffic on it most of the time. And then for this week, it's just wall to wall, pretty much from 8 in the morning till, 1 in the morning, or, midnight. It's something to get used to. So, I absolutely hate the traffic. The traffic just sucks. It's one of the things that makes this area great for a motorcyclist. One of the things that makes it great is even on some of the busiest traffic days during tourist season, traffic's still not too bad. And you get to enjoy this area so much. But cool. Hiccups. But anyways, but you throw in the element of rally and it makes it rough. Now, I will say this. It does get pretty busy in Sturgis, but Sturgis, the infrastructure is pretty decent there. The interstate infrastructure is pretty decent. Right around there by Black Hills, Harlan Rapid is pretty decent. But the problem is you get into areas down by like Hill City and Custer where the infrastructure has not caught up with the rally traffic. So, and I don't know if it ever will, because in the end, I could see the argument of like, it's 1 week a year. We can deal with BS for 1 week a year. We don't need to put a ton of money into it. So that's one of the downfalls of that, but it's traffic and it's just the way it is. All right. The second thing I hate about rally is rally premium for everyone. Now, granted, yes, you're coming in here. Yes, you're paying price gouge prices, but also so are the locals in a lot of places. Now, and around Sturgis you are, Spearfish a little bit. It's not as bad in Rapid City, but you get into Custer Hill, say same deal. And some of it is, it's, taking advantage of the situation. More people here. But the price of everything goes up. Price of fuel goes up. Everything goes up. And the locals are always living with this too. So it's, and it bothers me and I hate it. Where it really kind of set in for me, I really hate this crap, is so when I lived in Spearfish, and we used to go to the stadium quite a bit to eat supper because it used to be pretty good. And well, Rally comes up, and of course we go in there and they hand you a special menu, and the prices of everything are $5 more than they are, and you have like 3 things on the menu, and it just kind of pissed me the hell up, because I'm like, we're in Spearfish, we're not even in Sturgis. Like, what the hell, But and it happens everywhere, and I get why places do it. I understand it in Sturgis especially. I know why like the Knuckle does it, why Loud American does it, because in the end, a lot of people got to get them in and out, and they want to get in and out. You don't want them. You got to get them in and out so that way you can keep rotating people through, because you don't make money unless you're rotating people through. And so I get why they do it, but it doesn't mean I'm not annoyed by it. And the fuel prices really annoy me. That one always annoys me for Rally. But in the end, we kind of deal with it all summer here because of tourist season. But I kind of get sick of the Rally premium. I get tired of it. But once again, is what it is. Number 3. Oh, my favorite. Attitudes. So there's a lot of attitude that comes with the Rally. And I get annoyed with it because, it's a lot of it's unnecessary. A lot of it's stupid. Now, I'm not saying that people bring it in. Trust me. We will get to it, but the locals bring plenty of freaking attitude. But there's a lot of attitude that comes in from out of town as well. And, I get kind of annoyed with that. And some of it is, I think it's just human nature. You're dealing with all that other BS you got to deal with. And then, like I said, some people get this entitled attitude, this, you got to wait on them hand and foot because they're the Rally and they'll vote for their wallet if you treat them wrong. And it's like, for example, I don't come to your house and pee on your lawn, which when I lived in Sturgis, 10 foot away from Porta Johns, oh yeah, nonstop, dudes pissing on the lawn all the time. Like, pretty flipping disrespectful, There's that stuff. There's the, I'm going to ride on the sidewalk because I can, and what are you going to do? Well, that's some BS. Like, stay off the damn, like, Jesus, just because it's Rally and the traffic's busy doesn't give you a license to do whatever the hell you want. So it's that kind of just entitled attitude. 2 years ago was really bad. It's like the Rally overall has really kind of taken on a tone of F you, I'm going to do what I want. And, like I said, we don't come to your towns and do that stuff to you. So, I don't know, maybe don't be a dick. I don't know. Seems pretty simple to me. So, that's the 3rd thing. The 4th thing is, and I told you we're going to get to this, the local appreciation, hanging quotes, appreciation for all riders. What I mean by this is, the locals that don't ride kind of ain't got time for riders at all. They pretty much could give a crap the Rally's going on, and pretty much would love nothing more than see a hailstorm take out Main Street. I mean, locals watching this, tell me I'm wrong. I mean, just admit it. I get it. And I understand it. It's, you're dealing with all this extra BS. I get it. But what aggravates me is, even us locals, we get the same treatment. Because in our mind, we're just another stupid motorcyclist that's here from out of town and needs to go home. And I get sick of that. I just get tired of it. So in the end, it's, it's frustrating to deal with. It really is. It's like, you have, locals that do stupid stuff. They'll cut you off. You're like, dude, I'm a freaking local. Like, give me a damn break. Like, I'm just trying to ride to work. Like, I'm riding home from work during Rally, and you're getting the attitude. It's like, dude, I'm just trying to ride home, man. Like, come on. Like, calm the F down. Because Some people do park the bikes during rally. We used to many years ago. I've since stopped doing that a long time ago because honestly, during rally, it's honestly a lot easier to move around a motorcycle. Most of your motorcycle parking's closer to the doors, especially you going to Sturgis. There isn't. I mean, there's places to park cars, but you're walking like 10 blocks plus to Main Street if you're parking a car up there. It's so much easier if you got a motorcycle and you pull up and find a quick little spot on Main Street. So that's why I keep doing it. But yeah, the local appreciation, which for those of you who come out of town and have noticed it, guess what? Us local riders got to deal with it too. So I'm glad we're all BFFs now. All right. So my last of the 5 here is going to be second-rate treatment of the citizens of Sturgis. And what I mean by this is, what I'm getting at is, if you live in Sturgis, guess what? The rally matters much more than you ever will. And that is from the mayor, the city manager, the city council, all the way down to the residents of Sturgis. You're just kind of are. I mean, the only ones that really, don't have to deal with this are the people that are in power or the people that own places that like to rent stuff out. And here is my big thing with it is what happens a lot up there is you'll sign a lease. Let's say I'm moving to Sturgis. I sign a lease in July to July. Cool, got a year lease. Except in August, you generally have to pay, you either have to pay the pumped up inflated rate. So let's say the 400, or let's do it to today's prices. Let's say the $1,000 apartment during the year. Well, during the rally, you got to pay $4,000 for that apartment. And if you don't pay the $4,000, you need to get out. You need to leave. I'm not joking. This is the thing. If you live in Sturgis and deal with this, feel free to chime in. I mean, or if you don't, I get it, but this is legit. This happens all the time. The other thing, and it's, you can, so you got to pay the rally rate. And some of them now are doing it where you have to leave your furniture in the place. Like your furniture, the furniture you bought. The furniture is not finished in an apartment. Guess what? You need to leave that. That is part of the lease. Now, before you say, well, just don't sign the lease, guess what? When pretty much every place is doing the same thing and you have to live there, you don't have a lot of options. You're kind of screwed. So, and that has always bothered me about that. I will say this. When I lived in Sturgis, we had a landlord that was very good about that. Like our landlord did not do that. Now, if an apartment was available, she wouldn't probably advertise it for rent until, open until September. She would take advantage if she had an empty apartment, which I don't mind that. But she never once would be like, hey, you guys got to move out for rally just because. And that was one thing we looked at when we moved there that was the first thing we checked into because we had a few places that we were looking at moving into. And that was always our first question is, do you make them move out during rally and pay the rally rate? And they all said yes. And it's like, nope, we are not interested. But we were one of the lucky ones. A lot of people don't deal with that. And that really bothers me that they got to deal with this. People live in that town got to deal with this. Now, because you have a lot of them that, oh yeah, it's great. You got a place and you can move out for the week. That's awesome. A good chunk of people don't have that luxury. A good chunk of people need to keep working their jobs. We were one of them when we lived there because we still had to go to work because we still had to pay our bills. And that was just how it was. And there's a lot of people that have to deal with this in Sturgis. And it's, it's a crock of, what, as far as I'm concerned. And it, like I said, it goes on all the time. I'm sure some are going to say it doesn't. Trust me, it goes on. I can assure you it goes on a lot. So if you're in a $4,000 apartment and you're wondering how that stuff got furnished, it's probably the person that lives there the rest of the year. So I'm sure those that watch my blog probably aren't the type that would destroy other people's stuff, but maybe take better care of it. Because I'm pretty sure if you broke something of theirs, the landlord would probably take the deposit and not give it to the owner and tell the owner to get get effed. So it's the way it is. It's the way of the world. And sorry, I hate to break it for you, but it's just how it is. Because in the end, and this is probably unmentionable hate, is just the money drives everything in Sturgis. It just does. It just like anywhere else, but it's all about, well, what makes the most money. They're doing this race this year. The citizens of Sturgis are up in a war about it, but in the end, it's another example of like, yep, but it's going to make money, and that's the key. Is, money is everything in Sturgis, even more so than most places. It has come along. The city has gotten better over the years, but it's still there. It's, I made the joke many years ago that Sturgis is run by a bunch of pawnbrokers, and well, it's kind of like that. Now, if you're a pawnbroker and you're offended, guess what? I'm not sorry, because yeah, some of you have some shady MFers, you know that. But anyways, now the negativity's gone. Everything's good. Gruß Fraba, whatever. Everything's happy now. So let's talk about what I love about it. So first thing I love about Sturgis Rally is all the demo rides. So every year you can guarantee Harley Davidson's going to be there, obviously. Indian Motorcycles is going to be there. Yamaha's there sometimes. You kind of got to find them. Lately, BMW's been there, although I'm kind of off on BMW too. But generally, you always can have Harley Davidson and Indian there. And I love doing demo rides. I absolutely enjoy that. It is, granted, it's not like it's the most exciting ride. It's a short ride, but it's still fun to get on different motorcycles. I enjoy that so much. Like, when I did that, tried to see how many Harleys I could ride in one day for the demo rides back during Rally. Yes, some of that was, I'm doing this for content. But in the end, I was going up there that day to do it anyway. Like that, to me, that is one of the best parts about the Rally is you get a chance to ride these motorcycles, these different motorcycles. And most of them anymore, except for Yamaha. Yes, I pointed you out, Yamaha. Except for Yamaha, pretty much, you show them your license, you sign a waiver, you show them that you have a helmet, and you tell them what bike you want to ride, and they say, here's the route, have fun, son. I mean, that's perfect. Like, you can just take the thing 10 miles out and come back and just have fun with it and enjoy it and kind of go, yeah, this is kind of cool to be on a different bike. So I really, really, really enjoy the demo rides. To me, that's how I get a chance to get a decent amount of content, and we'll get to that a little later, because I get to do some ride content and I get to review other bikes a little bit, so I enjoy doing that as well. All right, next thing I love about the Rally is free concerts. Yes, you can take advantage. There's a decent amount of free concerts in Sturgis. The Iron Horse Saloon on the corner of Main Street in Lozelle, they do free concerts every night. And also another one that's well known is Kickstands, which is down on exit 37. And usually both of them will get some pretty decent name acts in. Iron Horse, I have seen, who have I seen in Iron Horse? Oh, heck. So, obviously, Hell Yeah. Got to see, actually, I've seen Hell Yeah numerous times. Every year they come to Rally, I check them out. I don't think they're coming back, though, because, well, it just, one of the members, yeah. It would be really awesome if Mudfayne would come by, but I don't think that's going to happen. So, I've seen Hell Yeah for free at the Rally. In This Moment, I've seen them. They're enjoyable. Butcher Babies. Who else? Oh gosh, I can't think of the name. There was another one I've seen that I really enjoyed. There's been a lot of really enjoyable concerts there. Seen Texas Hippie Coalition a couple times at both Kickstands and up at Iron Horse. So I've seen some pretty solid bands up there, and they're, like I said, they're legitimate free concerts. Like you don't have to order beer or nothing. You can literally walk in and watch the show. It's freaking awesome. And generally most of them will do a pretty solid set. You usually get a good hour set on most of them. They're like it's not, they don't just mail it in. They do a pretty good job with their sets. You're definitely, in my mind, even if you buy a couple $7 beers, that's $14. That's still a pretty good price for a pretty solid concert, especially if they're pretty well known, and it's just a fun vibe at them. And it's, like I said, It's really enjoyable, and it's a great way to see. It's, in a way, a Sturgis Rally is also kind of a music festival in a way, and that's, like I said, I really enjoy that. So the third thing I love about Sturgis Rally is that, well, we here in Sturgis are the center of the motorcycling universe for 10 days. And I really think that's cool. Like, to me, I live 20 miles away from there, and I love the fact that for 10 days out of the year, the center of the motorcycling universe is just up I-90 from me. It's a half hour away. Like in a half hour, I'm at the center of the motorcycling universe for those 10 days. And I absolutely love it. I enjoy the fact that we are the epicenter of it. Like, it is so cool. Little Sturgis, South Dakota, that frankly, when you look at it, when you think about it, it shouldn't be a destination for a rally. I mean, if you think about it, Sturgis shouldn't be. Like, in my mind, like, the world's biggest motorcycle rally, like, I feel like it should be in, like, LA or Phoenix or, Dallas, Texas, Houston. There's so many big cities where this thing could be, and it's in little tiny Sturgis. It's got 5,000 people, and the same could be said for Laconia. Same deal. It's crazy how these rallies, these big rallies, have evolved over the years. I mean, the Sturgis Rally evolved from a guy who sold motorcycles and decided to put on races. Like, that's what it evolved from. Some dude named Pappy Hoyle said, you know what? I'm going to have motorcycle races and invite people. And look at it now. Like, just, it is so crazy. And in my mind, it's really cool that we're just the center of the universe. That for those 10 days of motorcycling, we're that. All right. So, and actually I've got this number 5, but I'm going to piggyback this one because it really relates to it. I don't have to explain where I'm from, fellow motorcyclists. Someone asks me where I'm from, I say, well, I'm from a little town of Piedmont, about 20 miles from Sturgis. And they know. It's like, yep, know right where you live. Yep, you do. And it's just that instant, if you're a motorcyclist, it's, in my mind, I kind of at times wear it as a badge of honor. Like, yeah, I live 20 miles from Sturgis. I go there every year. I go there multiple times a year. Like, it is... I get up in the morning and say, I'm going to the rally. Like, I don't have to ride a long ways. I don't have to worry about staying in a hotel or a campsite or none of that. It's just here and it's there and I can enjoy it. So I don't have to explain it to anybody. If people ride a motorcycle, I say I live 20 miles from Sturgis, and they're like, yep, cool, I know where that is. Yes, you do. But I think that's pretty cool, because otherwise this would be let's be honest, half the people in the United States of America thinks Mount Rushmore is in North Dakota. And if you are one of those people, right here, real close, Mount Rushmore is in South Dakota, okay? South Dakota, where I am in. It's not in North Dakota. So, let's put it this way. If I hear you saying that Mount Rushmore isn't in North Dakota, I feel like that's grounds for a slap in the face. Just saying. But anyways, we'll move on before I get, kicked off of YouTube for threatening violence on people. But anyways, so my last one, and this one should come as no surprise to anybody. I get tons of motovlog content. I get so much motovlog content. Like, pretty much from, I do a rally, pretty much I have content to put out from about early to mid-September through, I think we're still putting out rally videos in January. So I get almost 3 months worth of content, which is absolutely awesome when you're a motovlogger like me. Now, that means that, yeah, you might have a test ride video from August and January, but it's my vlog, my rules. So that's how we're going to do it. But it makes it really nice for me. Basically, I can grind for a couple for about 2 weeks, just 2 to 3 weeks. I'll grind in the evenings when I'm at home and just grind for 2 or 3 weeks or so and basically get all the videos done. And then I don't have to worry about making motorcycle videos until January. So that's actually really good for me as a motovlogger. So I really love the fact that I have that nice little easy content throughout the year. It's really easy and it sells. People watch it. I could probably make similar motorcycle videos every single year, and I'd probably still get pretty solid views on them. So because, Harley Davidsons and Sturgis Rally, they definitely sell on YouTube. But anyways, I'd like to thank you for stopping by the Sodak Motorcycle blog. My name is Clutch. We do weekly videos talking about, obviously, the Sturgis Rally and also motorcycles in the Black Hills, a little Goldwing stuff. Our videos come out every Thursday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time here in the United States. And if you don't want to remember that time, when you go subscribe to the Sodak Motorcycle blog, which is something all you should do, but when you subscribe, you can hit that bell notification icon and be alerted to videos coming live or coming on. So, but anyways, for the Sodak Motorcycle blog, once again, I'm Clutch, and you have yourselves a good day.